Hey everyone, it's your boy Face for Radio, and I wanted to kind of show off a little bit of what I got here. It's a Woodinville Whiskey Company barreling set. Basically, barrel your own whiskey. And so I actually picked this up from off of Craigslist, and the gentleman that was selling it to me, I guess his son had bought it when he went up to the distillery in Woodinville. And I guess it was originally valued at 150 bucks, but I got to take it off him, off of his hands for 30. So, it was a steal basically. And, I hope that this will be successful. But either way, I mean, I don't know how it could go wrong. I actually got two of these with the set. So, two Glencairns. These are 750 milliliter bottles at 55% barrel strength, white dog. Got two of those. We've already cracked the one right there in the back, open to get a taste and smell or nose for what white dog is like. And it's good. It's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna not pour all of these in for the aging, but what's gonna happen is I'm gonna just pour most of the one of these white dogs, and then keep some for just nosing, tasting comparisons to whiskeys, so I could get a feel for what young whiskey is like, new make. And so when I taste and nose, or nose and taste like other whiskeys, it's gonna, be kind of like a marker or baseline for me to compare that, so I know, like from my own repertoire, I guess, what could taste young. And so, yeah, it's basically a liter and a half of a barrel, and two Glencairns, and two 750 milliliter bottles of whiskey. The white dog, to me, actually my wife hit it on the head for me. I think she has a better palate than I do in this regard, but I enjoy my whiskeys better, I think. But she said it smells and tastes like somewhere between whiskey and tequila, and I have to agree. I think, or no, well, she thinks vodka and tequila. And so I would say, yeah, somewhere like tequila, for whatever reason. And I'm not really sure what the Woodinville mash bill is like. I got to look that up. But yeah, it's a bourbon mash, 55% date. I don't know. I don't even know if they offer this anymore. I don't even know if I'm messing this up by opening it and using it, but I got to try it. I do like Woodinville just fine. It's not my favorite bourbon, but I appreciate them, and I appreciate what they've done for the whiskey scene in Washington. But yeah, here we go. So first thing I got to do is soak the barrel. Apparently I got to put hot water in it for up to 2 to 4 days, just to be sure at least that the staves, the barrel itself, won't be leaking. I got to cut this open, take the bung out, and fill it with hot water, which I got on hand right now. And so, yeah, it's to just keep the barrel sealed. So what's going to happen is the hot water will soak up, and it'll swell the staves, the barrel up, so then it just basically becomes leak proof. And after that, I get to drain it and put the whiskey in for aging. And basically what it's saying here, according to the instructions, is that the barrel will basically age 8 to 10 times faster than a normal 53 gallon size barrel. Which I guess if like I'm going for something like a 4-year bottled and bond type whiskey, but of course it's not kept in a government bonded warehouse. So I can basically age it for 6 months to get about a 4-year taste of the whiskey. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that's what I'm going to shoot for. I think I'm going to at least shoot. But the thing is it says here is that like you just keep sampling it as it ages. So weekly is what it says here in step 6. Sample the whiskey weekly, as it will change very fast. Swirl the whiskey in the glass to coat the sides, and then, yeah. So taste a very small amount of the whiskey to begin with to warm your palate. Hold it in your mouth after that to get more notes. So yeah, right here, very important. Remember, you will have less whiskey come out of the barrel than you put in due to evaporation, or the angels take their share. Once the barrel is empty, refill with one of our unaged whiskeys. If you do not refill it right away with whiskey, it will dry out, so be sure to fill it with water. We don't recommend storing it with water for long periods of time if you plan on reusing it, as the barrel will lose much of its extract to the water. I would also love to experiment. I mean, I kind of wish I could experiment with first filling it with another whiskey that I would love to have more oak or more aging notes to it. But I'm going to go for this for now. So $30. Seems to be finding these killer deals here pretty well. So here we go. I'm just going to cut over to filling it with hot water. Now it's said to recommended to do this like in a bathtub or something, like a container, but I feel like at least I got enough surface area with this pan, basically because it will leak at first, but I'm confident that we shall see, right? Because this pan can certainly not hold a 1.5 liters of water. But I'm sure most of it will end up in the barrel anyway. Great. What did I do with that funnel? Here we go. Got the funnel. Hot water. I didn't really quite let this boil, but it is hot, so. Yep, there it is. That spout is open. Boy. Alright. Alright, there it is, you guys. I actually just went ahead and poured the rest while I paused recording for a bit. And it was actually over 1.5 liters. And so, not sure if it's completely full. Let's see, take a look in there. Can't tell. Maybe get some light. Let's see. Yeah, I really can't tell. Anyway, I will probably. It's not really warm either. But what I'll do is you can. Yep, you can kind of see where it's leaking a little. Well, no, actually I can't tell if that even poured out from the top by accident, but you could see right here. Yeah. They probably made this barrel really well. I'm pretty sure I poured out 1.5 liters anyway, according to the kettle. But the instructions go that I just got to top off the barrel with filtered water at about, top the barrel off with filtered water, about 12 ounces. Oh, that's after I poured 2 bottles in. Yeah. No, it's top off the barrel daily until it stops leaking. So anywhere between 2 to 4 days. That if I, as I'm going to be, letting the stave swell, I gotta keep topping it off with water just to make sure it's not gonna leak anywhere as it's aging. But very cool. Yeah, so this is the first step right here, which we just added hot water. There goes the bong. Pretty sure I just got to get a little bit more to make sure that that it's full. Woodinville.